sure I'd squeeze out like toothpaste. I was like, that is not how blood vessels work.
Okay, well, like, when are you gonna start?
Watch the Incredible Dr. Paul.
He's got it many a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit. Sorry I freaked you out. You're welcome. Well, me and Kelly and Caleb were sitting here like, where is everybody? Why is nobody here? It starts at 6. And so I texted you, is it Amanda? No, I think that listen today said 6:30. I was like, I didn't listen to it this, by the way. Sean, is that what's my fault? There's only 27 people.
Oh, why?
So sorry, he's good.
But is that normal amount for registration?
No, we actually felt like he's more this year than last year. So that's already 2 classes.
Yeah.
So the third, which was one of 60. I know. But Jacob was like, they tricked me. And that was just, we could come and drink. 3 of those were, I was like, you're welcome, 3 of those are from us. Okay. Yeah, they came in here, I can tell. Yep, it gets better.
All right, I think this is us. Welcome. If you're here for a Journeys of Paul trip, you're in the right place. If you're not,
That feels like a college class. If you're-
adios. You're in the wrong place.
I'm here for psychology 101.
We got a slide. Those of y'all, well, most of y'all have been to Israel with us, and this is sort of the same pre-trip meeting. We're just going to give you the information that we have. We're going to give you all the information that we have. If you got any questions, you may want to save them to the end because we may get to it as we go through the slides, but if you just need to ask. If we don't know the answer, we'll find it for you. So we're just going to start going through this. Let me introduce myself. Any of y'all don't know, I'm Sean Porter, Bobby Rogers. We're excited for y'all to be going on this trip with us. This is going to be an absolute amazing trip. So we're just going to jump into these slides, and hopefully we won't keep you long. Amen?
All right. First of all, I'm going to go through all the flight information. There's several flights involved in this trip, so I'm going to go through all of them up front. There is 27 in our group. We've got some that live in Georgia. The Kellys live from South Carolina, and they're not here with us tonight. We've got some that's in a financial peace class that are not over here, so, but there's a total of 27. Flight information. Our first flight from Atlanta to Rome. We have already coordinated a bus. Brookshire Bus Lines is going to pick us up here at the church, and we will take the bus to the Atlanta airport. Our first flight is at 4:50 p.m. So we're going to leave here. Sean, what time did we say? Did we write that on there? No later than 10 a.m. We need to pull out of here at 10 a.m. just to make sure that we get there on time because we don't know what we're going to do with Atlanta traffic. But the bus is already available and is already booked and ready to go. That's at no additional charge. It's just part of what we do. Our flight's on June the 8th. We're flying Air Canada from Atlanta to Montreal. We'll arrive at Montreal 7:08 local time. Then we will leave at 8:40 p.m. from Montreal from Toronto. I'm sorry. We're flying to Toronto, Montreal coming back. It's to Toronto, and then from Toronto to Rome, we'll land at 11:15 a.m. on June the 9th. And of course, when we land in Rome, we'll have to enter the country just like when we went to Israel. We enter the country, go through security, go through the customs and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll board the bus. Second flight is from Rome to Thessaloniki. we'll go from, it's another all-day experience. We'll start out on the 12th. We'll fly out of Rome at 10:45. We fly from Rome to Istanbul, Turkey. Then from Istanbul, and we've got a pretty good layover, so you can drink you some Turkish coffee and smoke them hookahs or whatever you want to do. And we'll go from Istanbul to Thessalonica. They call it Thessaloniki, but it's really, we call it Thessalonica. We'll land there at 8:15 p.m. Of course, when we get there, we're going to have to go through customs again because we've already changed countries. Then our flight back, we fly out of Athens, and we'll fly from Athens to Montreal. And then from Montreal back to Atlanta, we'll get in at 9:22. We'll have a bus there waiting on us, and they'll bring us back to Delwood Baptist Church just as fast as that bus will get here. Any questions about the flights? Now let me make one little statement here on the flights. You know all that's subject to change. It could change 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. This is the general. These will be the flight numbers. Airline tickets. Just like Israel, all electronic. You'll get a copy of the itinerary. Make a copy of that itinerary just in case you were to get asked for it. You'll receive that from Biblical Journeys via email. So if you don't have Biblical Journeys email address, do you know what that is? I believe it's info.
BiblicalJourneys.com, it's all on there.
Yeah, you just might want to put that in so it doesn't go to spam. But it'll be coming from a Biblical Journeys email. While in flight, it's a long flights, so make sure that you dress comfortably, wear clothes that won't bind or cut off your circulation, and you may want to wear shoes that you can easily slip on and off. It can get cool on a plane. You might want to bring a jacket or a sweater. And it says here you might want to bring a neck pillow. But I'm telling you, when them little beverage carts come through, man, they hurt. You get to leaning way out there in the aisle. So you probably want to bring a neck pillow just for your own safety. Try to sleep. Try to get some sleep because we'll hit the ground running. This is not a fast-paced tour like Israel is. It's a much more, what's the best way to put that? It's not as fast-paced as Israel is, but still, be ready to go, because we'll make as soon as we get on the bus, we'll go to our first stop, and it'll be an evening stop. Seat assignments, Biblical Journeys will do everything possible to make sure you're seated with your roommate.
That's all right, snuggler.
And, but there's a chance that they won't, because the airlines do things their own way. And, but we can move things around, do things differently, so that, swap seats around and get everybody near their roommates so that you're not flying with strangers.
Any questions so far?
Upgraded seats.
Best thing to do is to contact Biblical Journeys and just tell them that you want to talk to them about upgraded seats, because they'll have to go out to the airlines and find out what that is. I don't know if it's going to be like Israel, from